CONNECT2 is the most user-friendly audio interface ever made. It gives you everything you need to make your voice and instrument sound sensational with just a few clicks. It's fantastic for music production, podcasts, and streaming. Let's check it out. First, let's make ourselves familiar with the ins, outs, and the user interface. At the back we have connectors for the microphone preamp and the high-Z instrument input. We have two balanced outputs for your speakers and a headphone output in two sizes, in case someone snatched your adapter. It happens. CONNECT2 is powered via USB-C and all the connectors are facing the back to keep your desk tidy. But it's also super compact, so you can bring it easily wherever you go. The touch-based user interface lets you select gain and levels for all your input and output channels. You can see your settings and the channel metering here. What's super cool is also that you can mute each channel individually. This is the custom button, which you can use for workflow shortcuts. More on this later. Here you set the direct to playback ratio, and this one is for auto gain. CONNECT2 comes with its own easy-to-use software, the Control Center, to digitally control your settings, monitoring, and loopback. And for getting a sensational sound with just a few clicks. A really cool thing about CONNECT2 is that it comes with Autosetup. Autosetup guides you through a process to find your perfect settings and sound. Just tell CONNECT2 what you want to do and voila, you're ready to record. Autosetup has made the setup for us, but let's check out the features in more detail. Before we start, let's connect our microphone to the mic preamp. You can use any mic, dynamic or condenser. It comes with 72 dB of gain, so you'll never need any sort of signal booster, and the dynamic range is twice as high compared to similar and even higher priced models. CONNECT2 can dial in your gain automatically, and the right gain setting is the basis for a good sound. But still, sometimes you might move closer to the mic or suddenly get very loud and clip your signal! But not with the Clipguard. Activate the Clipguard and protect your signal from clipping and distorting. This is fantastic if you want to avoid ruining your performance, especially when you're live or on a stream, for example. Now check it out. I can get very close to the microphone and speak very loudly, but the signal stays clean, which is neat. Then you want the right tone. With CONNECT2 you can change the overall character of the preamp and add extra flavor to your vocal or instrument sound. CONNECT2 offers 3 iconic preamp sounds. Clean gives you perfect clarity, which I was using up until now. Go for clean if you want to process your signal at a later stage. Warm gives you a vintage vibe. As you can hear, it adds character to your sound, but it's also great to smoothen high-end frequencies of bright microphones. Vivid, on the other hand, can bring even your dullest sounding microphone alive. I am using a dynamic microphone here. Now let's switch to Vivid. And as you can hear, Vivid adds articulation by boosting just the right frequencies. Next up is the Denoiser. The Denoiser analyzes your environment and gets rid of background noise efficiently. As you can hear, there is a lot of unwanted noise coming from this fan. So let's get rid of it. And now it's gone. And then there's an easy-to-use compressor. Again, a single click is enough and your voice has more punch and power. It makes your voice sound just like on a record. Perfect for music, broadcast, and streaming applications. What all of these sound-shaping tools have in common is the combination of simplicity and sensational sound. One click is enough. As they run directly on the powerful DSP of CONNECT2, you'll also experience zero latency compared to your usual plugin effects. You can plug in your electric guitar with vintage single coils or active humbuckers, or whatever instrument you're using, keyboard, bass, into the high-Z instrument input. It has extra clarity and enhanced hum immunity to make your recordings sound fresh and defined. Let's find the perfect gain quickly by running auto gain. And by the way, you can run auto gain for both mic and instrument simultaneously. And now we strum a few chords. And we have set the ideal gain. You have the same great sound shaping tools as on the microphone channel. You can change the preamp sound, you have the Denoiser, and the easy-to-use compressor for more punch, which I personally love when recording bass guitar. When recording and mixing, you need to trust what you hear. CONNECT2's zero-ohm headphone outputs ensure an accurate listening experience and retain your headphone's frequency response. When using high-impedance studio headphones, you can activate the dedicated high-impedance mode to get the juice you need to drive them. To save time looking for adapters, CONNECT2 offers a headphone jack that comes in both sizes. For recording, you can dial in your preferred ratio between input and playback sound. On this side, you can only hear what's coming from your microphone or instrument. And on the other side, over here, you can only hear what's coming from your computer. Unlike many other audio interfaces, CONNECT2 lets you mute all of your channels individually directly on the device. If you for some reason run into a feedback loop or something else is wrong with your audio, you can engage global mute to mute all the channels at once. Then you have time to find the problem and readjust your settings. As mentioned at the beginning, CONNECT2 comes with this custom button to save time. You can assign one of many workflow shortcuts from this list over here. I like this one, for instance. It allows you to quickly switch between a recording and monitoring scenario. When you want to record, it mutes the speakers and unmutes the microphone and headphone channel. When you push it again, it mutes the mic and headphones and unmutes your speakers. This one I really like for streaming. It's very simple, but quite handy. Check that out. It brings up your control center with a single push of a button. Speaking of smooth workflows, what I also like about CONNECT2 is that you can use your computer volume buttons to control CONNECT2. When I push here, it adjusts my headphone output. You could say that this next feature is just for the looks. Well, it's true, but it kinda rocks that you can give your CONNECT2 a nice personal touch. You can quickly adapt the visual display to your setup, personal brand, and environment by changing the LED brightness and colors. You can set individual colors for the channel icons, the metering bar, the mute button, the parameter value, and the gain reduction indicator. You can really go crazy here to make it fit your personal style. As you can see, CONNECT2 gives you everything you need to make your voice and instrument sound sensational with just a few clicks. And we think that it's this unique combination of great usability, powerful features, and incredible specs that makes CONNECT2 the most user-friendly audio interface. Make yourself heard.